Right, good morning and welcome to another episode of Tom's TC. Now, this one's going to be a bit different. Just adjust that mirror. Because I am on a Royal Enfield Himalayan.
By the power of Grayskull.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Tom's TC. Today we're doing something completely utterly different. We're reviewing a motorcycle, and today we're reviewing the Royal Enfield Himalayan 400. Now, I don't know why I said 400 because there isn't actually another CC on this bike, but anyway, this bike is a touch under £5,000. That comes with 3 years warranty and A2 licence friendly. What more could you want? This bike will commute, it will take you off-road, tour, it will do everything you need it to do. And by the looks of it, not been able to test it, but we're perfectly comfortable, a bit of luggage and your friend on the back, your mate or your wife or whoever, maybe even your dog. This bike is great. I've been led by GV motorcycles for a little while just to get out on it and see what it's like. Now, I'm 6'6". This bike fits me so well. If I just sit on it, you can see that my legs aren't too bent. I've got perfect reach to all the gears and everything else, like so. And I don't think I look like a giant on it, like I do on most motorcycles. So yeah, bike features a whole heap of nice features. You've got sat nav, you've got gear change indicator. Although I haven't said that, getting into neutral is a bit of a pin. Don't know whether it's just this bike, maybe the clutch needs adjusting. I don't know. The other thing I would say is the grips are really skinny, and with my hands, they're just very uncomfortable. However, saying that, it's not really bad things. Not everyone's got massive shovel hands like me. The bike also features a centre stand. It features a 21-inch wheel at the front, 17-inch wheel at the back. It weighs around 195 kilos. You've got a 300mm single disc on the front, which is perfectly fine for this bike. Although having said that, riding it feels a little bit wooden. Again, might just need adjusting. You've got a 200mm rear disc, again, perfectly adequate. You have a normal drivetrain, like most bikes. Yeah, a great bike. It sounds pretty good for a little 400cc. Now, I rode the CRF 250 at the ABR, which was my dad's bike that he lent me, and the power on that, obviously it's a lot lighter, it's a lot more flippable. This only makes about 24 brake horsepower, so you know I'm not sure how well it's going to pull through certain situations. I obviously can't test it off-road at the moment. It has about 32 newton meters of torque, which means that it's got a bit more torque than the CRF, so maybe getting you out of muddy situations might be a bit easier. The bike does feel light underneath me, feels good, it handles well. Now, let's have a good look at it and get it out on the road. Right, so let's have a look at this bike out on the road and see where we end up. Now, I haven't got a lot of time with it, unfortunately, but this is my first testing a bike. Let's see how we get on. Now, first thing I noticed, this thing just feels really smooth and flickable. Chuck it in the corners, and away you go. What a beautiful morning. Definitely going to see much more of this beautiful weather for the rest of the day though. Now, obviously what I'd love to do is have this bike for a few days and commute on it and all that jazz, but literally don't have that time. Now look, see, pin in it. See, this is perfect for just going for a little bimble, maybe doing a few green lanes. I don't know, I mean, I'll be cool. If I could test this on green lanes, it'd be amazing. However, today we can only ride around the roads. The dashboard's fine. The only thing I'm looking at, this is just going to take time getting used to if you had the bike, but like the speedo, it's like all these numbers everywhere. Now, this is obviously miles per hour, but to quickly glance down, you're going, ooh. They got a little compass, and I think you've got sat nav on this particular model as well. which is pretty cool out of the box. It feels smooth, it just feels fine. There's not a lot wrong you can go with it really, I suppose. Like I said, the rear brake's really good, front brake's a bit being the scientific word for a bit wooden. Well, it's got a little gear indicator here, so we're in third at the moment. Well, like I said, for under £5 grand, considering how much, you know, like second-hand motorbikes cost at the moment, you know, especially the off-roader ones, you know, like people looking for green laners and stuff like that, this is a really good bike. It feels pretty well finished. It's kind of British in that it's got a British name. The only thing I find, like, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but getting it into neutral was a bit of a pig. But I don't know if that's just being a demo bike that's been used and abused. I'm so comfortable on it. But a little bit more, I think it'd be amazing. A bit more go. Anyway, let's go up round the roundabout here and up to get in the right lane. Now I'm being a bit naughty because I'm taking it a bit longer than I said I would. I hope that GV Bikes appreciate that get a little bit of coverage. So thanks to GV Bikes for letting me borrow the bike today, this morning. See, if I had enough cash, something like this would be perfect as a second motorcycle or a second bike. Motorcycle. Hey, you wanna call my motorcycle? Motorbike. What do you prefer, motorbike or motorcycle? But yeah, one of the reasons why I wanted to come look at this as well is because another channel who I watch, a guy called New Biker, who resides around the London area, who by name is a new biker, and he bought himself one to commute on, and he loves it, and I can see why. Leave your shiny bike in the garage and get one of these bad boys. You're laughing. I like the colour on this as well, I like the camo, pretty cool. I've got to be careful around here because of I really need some new gloves. I'm a bit lost now as well. These gloves, right, they're Hungaric. Do you remember Hungaric? Great shop. Sold really good value for money stuff. Now the issue I got with them is they're probably about 20 years old now, these gloves, and I should really buy a new set, but they're so comfortable. Oh yeah, the road's closed up here. Right, let's go this way. Give it some. One of the things you notice when your normal bike is a big heavy bike, which mine is, and you get on something like this, it feels nice, but you know you would miss the torque and the power. But I could imagine getting used to this thing and flicking it around. Yeah, she goes really well. I'd need to put some thicker grips on this if it was my bike. I don't know where I'm going now, so I'm going to have to turn around. I don't want to go all that creature Michael. Let's go back. I mean, that's nice. I mean, she handles well, she turns in well, doesn't wallow everywhere. Yeah, you could throw this thing around. I'm not going to do that today because if I drop it, I'll be in trouble. Nah, come on, let's just round this up a little bit. Now, how much would it cost to buy, I don't know, Honda CR500 or something like that, second hand? You're looking close to 3.5, 4 grand easily, all day long. This thing, under 5 grand. 3 years warranty, nice spec. I was really worried it was going to be too small for my frame, and it ain't. It's really nice, and we're just bimbling around the little streets here. We're not doing anything too major. Lovely. And came in this way. Now what I would like to have gone out proper ride, but I don't have that time at the moment on this bike. Yeah, the gearbox is a bit weird. It could just be that the clutch needs a bit of adjustment. Yeah, it's a single thumper as well. There's like a little bit of a delay in the throttle. I'm in third gear at the moment. You see, look, good. And that again could just be an adjustment thing. Good old, you know, oh, yeah. At the ABR festival last year, there were loads of these off-road. The people were turning up with all their kit on it, take all their kit off, and go for a nice long ride. And go for an off-road ride around the ABR track. Then they're done. They're happy. Go home. The lights, you know, you drop these, you're not going to do a lot of damage. Imagine taking the screen off would be a good idea if you're going to take it off road for any length of time. Anyway, I think I've done my best to answer all the questions and talk about things on this. This is my first review. If you've got any comments or questions about the bike, stick them below and I'll do my best to answer them. Give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers everyone, take care.